Have you ever thought to yourself and asked why some individuals always have more money than the other individuals? In this first part of our series, 15 Essential Money Rules You Must Know, we are going to discover the secrets which are able to change your life. Money, you may reason, is simply an account's balance or an increased sum. It is way beyond it, as it also encompasses your thought process and behavior. Do you want to change your life and no longer be paid per pay periods? Are you yearning for a future of prosperity in a financial sense? If so, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll dive into great rules that can make you a true ruler of your money. As with every rule, each one gives you knowledge of how to use your money to improve yourself and be the best version of yourself before you spend your money. So, take out your notebook and let's go and learn how to make money work for you. It was true that money reveals a person's character to the best. It may be compared to a magnifying glass that not only enlarges the desirable and undesirable features of character. In any case, how a person behaves once they receive some windfall could give a lot of information. For instance, where prosocial attitude is valued, a person will start volunteering for some community while another will splurge a lot of money, for instance, because she has to prove some unprovable point. There is a pressing need to appreciate the fact that money makes people either rise to the occasion or surface pressure. This dynamic on its own can beget deep personal development because it involves looking at oneself and one's values and decision-making processes. And that is how the process of spiritual growth starts, which defines the foundations for a new and happier life. The simple saying that does not buy before selling is so relevant, and everyone who wants a better future should learn it. Think of having a huge load of debts because you spent on things you didn't need using credit cards. It is a dangerous path that can ensnarl the best of people. For instance, college students are easily trapped by credit card companies, which they find themselves in a cycle of wanting to cancel the card, but taking years to be out of it. By striving to live in a state of consistent frugality, you not only decrease stress for yourself, but also build immunity to potential mishaps. The implementation of this approach enables the achievement of inherent personal development, which forms the basis of an improved existence. To be able to earn money becomes part of the process. This would mean, let us not go after money, rather let us work towards being worth more than what we are deserving. Think about it. As the old saying goes, there is money in solving problems or meeting needs. For instance, imagine an individual who opens an application that has an ability to organize necessary expenses. In this way, they bring users and, consequently, revenues. This is the basic mechanism by which they solve your problems. This change of thinking not only solves the problem of the financial concern, but it also results in building a good resilience to any hardships that may be encountered. When you focus on self-development and aiming to become better in what you do, you automatically set yourself up to serve the market and hence make money the result of your activities. Who does not want to lead a happier, luxurious life with full of opportunities? Choosing to spend your time first instead of your money is a game changer for anyone aspiring to be financially wealthy. It's an extremely valuable commodity. Wasting it is out of the question, especially when you want to achieve great results in your financial activities. For example, before getting involved in the stock exchange business, one should spend some time studying the various companies, the market, and techniques of investing on the market. It not only lessened the incompetent decisions made purely due to time constraints, but also the ability to cut losses too. The implementation of self-education as one of the most important aspects of personal development puts you in a right standing to take right decisions that opens up a good future. Keep in mind that it has to do with attracting the right kind of money into your life and making the right moves that will enhance your life. Establishing the link between learning and earning is very easy to do. It is absolutely true that knowledge is power, of course, when the power being talked about is the power to make money. For instance, those people looking at books, Rich Dad Poor Dad, or courses that teach, ready, aim, fire, end up having a successful position in the relevant field. Not only does this enhance their financial literacy, but also prepares them against any economic force that might be ailing the nation. The more you know about money, managing it, making more of it, and retaining it, you increase the chances of you making it. And you get one day into another, and that creates this ever-encouraging cycle of the future. It is therefore important to take a hold of your finances if you are to get the high-performance lifestyle. When you're master of your money, you do not become the slave of money and hence be forced to go for unwanted loan stress. Imagine some person who developed a strong budget and counts his or her expenses very carefully. They aren't simply existing, they are living. This is important because through choosing to work on themselves in the aspects of money, they are able to withstand pressures of the economic world. This approach enables people embrace the status of providers for their own financial improvement, hence arriving at a better life. Ask yourself this as often as possible. It's money that must work for me and not the other way round. Tempering oneself and one's desires when it comes to money is the key to a good financial future. Just to clarify one point, the attitude to money is not like money controls your actions and decisions. Rather, it's a relationship of power where you have every say. For instance, you may have recently bought your favorite dolls or gadgets and left that value hanging, instead of repurposing that value to gain more skills or engaging into profitable ventures. It creates a mental defense against the publicity-encouraged extravagance and contributes to personal developments through practice of proper discipline in matters to do with money. Hence, by applying careful thinking and prospective choice of the right investment, you bring money to beguile, hence charting a noble course of making money that would also bring out the much-cherished lift of life. So it always comes down to finding that magic number. Amassing wealth is like growing a tree, slow, methodical, and assuming the right environment. Dan Sullivan. It seems many people are of the idea that money simply falls into one's hand. However, this is not the case. Like any other thing in life, it takes time to build wealth. For example, consider a person who begins a petty business venture. Sometimes they risk the company's time and money with no guarantee that it will pay off at first. But hard work and more, as well as efficient planning such as reinvesting profits and the actors learning their craft well, they get their rewards in the end. This process emphasizes one of the biggest virtues that are tenacity, never giving up in the production process, and the significance of personal growth through some kind of lessons. Sow the proper seeds today and you are ensured of a day tomorrow whereby earning wealth is an automatic function of hard work. This makes it appropriate to take a break as we round up this first part of the series. 15 Essential Money Rules You Must Know. Are you ready to have a short course on how to take a hold of your financial future? Remember that the changes, which are possible when applying these principles, are frequently sweeping. Every rule at its core is a step towards creating that resiliency and nurturing your finances properly. This is simply part 1, kicking it up a notch. So join me in part 2 where I share further strategies to help unlock the future you want in your life. So, what are you waiting for? Making these changes is easy. Start implementing these rules today and see the change in the financial planning horizon. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified of the next video. Shall we start this endeavor and allow money to serve our purpose?